just a second of it and
play
then
it, and then I want to talk about what you think the reasons are.
I'm great. My kids are pretty young. My son is 2. My other son is 1. So they don't really have an awareness. And Michael and I are still living together. We're still under the same roof, so no difference for them.
And the latest information for those who don't know, you announced fairly recently that
we are separated after almost 8 years of marriage. Michael and I are separating.
How? The question is, this is what comes up a lot of times when you're doing reality TV.
Yeah.
Is any of this going to be on the show?
Well, yes, and it does limit a lot of what I can disclose here. They're documenting, and all of that is unfolding.
Right.
Ashley, you're very active on social media, and I'm sure you saw some of the reaction and comments on your page, various blogs. What do you make of the public reaction since you put it out? I know ultimately it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But how are you taking it all in?
Honestly, I'm not really taking it in, Marissa, because even though I'm a public figure and I put so much of myself out there for public consumption, ultimately, especially now that I have kids, what is most important is their well-being and my well-being. So I appreciate the support that I'm getting, and that's really nice. And that's really about
Okay, that's that clip. And then she goes on, they posted a second one where she basically just kind of insinuates that they're not getting divorced for the reasons that people think. And I'm curious what you think.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, like, when you have like a major statement to make, oh God, I don't want to be shady. This is why everyone hates me so much, apparently, on Twitter, but like when you have a statement to make, like I say, go on GMA, Good Morning America. I say, go on like Kelly and Ryan. Like, I mean, no offense to your local home station, Sarah, that you still work with, but like, couldn't we break this somewhere other than like Fox 5 in DC? No offense to you or like our good friend DJ Richie Sky. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, remember when I told you I kind of tuned Ashley Darby out a little bit, but now she is very interesting to me. I'm not so sure that this was like a Countess Luann or like an Erica Jane where I deep dove into really thinking about why. But now that you posed that question, I don't know what I thought. I mean, I guess I just thought that, now listen, I have to tell you, based on our comments from our last chat on YouTube, there's like 10,000 comments that are just all about Ashley being a gold digger. Gold digger, gold digger. It's all about like this bitch. People are saying, I'm not saying this. People are like, she planned this. She planned this. She married him for money, stayed there for whatever amount of time, and is divorcing him now, and she's going to get millions, and she's a gold digger. That's what our YouTube constituents, listeners have said. I don't know. I just thought really that what is there to like? I mean, I think I thought that like it was Michael and being, having an open marriage when you have threesomes together or groups or, an orgy of like 30 is different than like, I'm home with the kids and my husband's not playing around tonight and he's in Minnesota and who's that girl on his lap. So I think if I really thought about it, which I'm just thinking about right now for the first time, I just thought it was like she was tired of Michael stepping out. Even that's really what it is.
Okay, well, see, all right. That's to me, that's what everybody thinks, right?
Yeah.
His cheating and like that she's a gold digger, right? I think that's what she thinks. When she says it's not for the reasons that people think. So I look, I am hooked. I like them anyway. I like both of them. I wish them all the best. And I just never, from knowing her, I didn't ever get gold digger vibes. I feel like they totally were attracted to each other because they lived in the restaurant world. The sex was great. I think they both were like, I think they both are kind of bi. Like, I think, I don't know. I never got the gold digging vibe from her ever.
And let me just say, I'm not calling her a gold digger. I mean, and I would, but I didn't get that vibe either, honestly.
I mean, I wonder if there's something else. And when I say something else, I did read also they didn't have the same life goals. What does that mean? Does that mean she wants to start another business? He's like not supportive of it. Does she want another baby? He's like absolutely done. I don't know. I just wonder if my take is this. The next season of Potomac is going to be epic, epic, epic. It's in my top 3. And I think she's going to be classy about it, but I think we're going to get some reveals of other things. Maybe she met somebody. You know what I mean? Like we always kind of put the onus on him. Maybe she's met someone and she's like, I'm done.
Well, often, if one party is older and one is younger, sometimes it is the younger one that meets somebody. It's funny because yeah, I think that, she's going to save this for RHOP and it's going to be a great RHOP. I have to tell you, what am I saying? When you told me, I guess last week or the week before, that there's a 30-year age, like I look at Erica and Tom, there's an age difference.
Yeah.
I don't really see the big age difference between Ashley and Michael. I mean, I think she's a
very
mature,
young.
like
Yeah.
she started very young. So I think she's mature and seems older for her age, which is not a diss. And he seems young. So I think to me, I mean, I would say maybe there's like a 10-year age difference. I don't really get this like May, December thing. I don't know. I just think different life goals. Listen, here's the thing, just in terms of like goals, like when you're young, I think you're like a mess in your 20s. And I think like in your 30s and even 40s, like you have a career plan. At some point in the 40s, you change I think like as you get into your late 40s and 50s, like it's almost like you don't necessarily have strong career goals anymore. And as you're just like at a different phase in your life, you're not like trying to climb the corporate ladder. You're like, I'm looking ahead to come down and just chill, man, like retirement. And I don't know, like it could be that. I don't know. I really would like to know why they are getting divorced, but I'm just not at all shocked. I'm just not like, they didn't seem like, you look at like a Kyle and Mauricio, you look at like a Lisa and Harry. None of this would shock me because I just expect everybody to get divorced. But that would shock you.
I would be devastated. I'm so invested in them. I mean, look, I was devastated with Erica and Tom.
It was a shocker.
I am naive. You are not naive. I believed, I thought Tom Girardi was every bit the Tom Girardi of Los Angeles. I mean, I just thought somebody like that is not defrauding people. He doesn't have to. He's Aaron Brockovich's attorney. Like he probably made $20 million off that. He's just a great investor. And to me, Erica and Tom were perfect because she is kind of an older soul. She's like old Hollywood. She's glam. I just don't see Erica with somebody, I don't know, 45. I just see her with this class act who I thought Tom was, but meanwhile, he's a complete con artist.
I do not see. Well, yeah, like when you look at most people, you don't say, "Hey, what con are you up to?" I don't see Erica with like a younger guy either. For sex, sure, but I don't know. So that's Ashley and Michael, and I don't know why they're getting divorced, but I would love to know. And thank you to the Sarah Fraser Show Behind the Velvet Rope